Indian cinema has shown us many worlds. Familiar dream, powerful man, a better life, a world where someone comes along and changes everything. Sometimes that fantasy appears as a billionaire romance, sometimes it appears as a simple love story. But underneath, both are often asking the same question: what does it mean to be seen and valued? Two very different Indian stories explore this idea. Zoya Akhtar and Reema Kakti's Made in Heaven and Rohena Gera's Sir. One is set among Delhi's elite, the other begins in the everyday reality of Mumbai's working class. But both reveal the same emotional desire. Made in Heaven takes us into the world of India's richest families. Every wedding looks perfect. The flowers are perfect, the clothes are perfect, the venues are perfect. But behind this luxury are broken relationships, family pressure, inequality, and loneliness. The show exposes the fantasy of the perfect rich life. Because wealth does not automatically create happiness. The rich characters have everything money can buy, except emotional peace. Tara Khanna's story especially shows the complicated relationship between wealth and security. She's fighting for independence after her divorce. But her struggle is not only about money, it is about power. She knows that in her world, financial status decides freedom. The show asks, if society gives women security only through powerful men, what happens when that power disappears? Sir presents the opposite world. Ratna is a domestic worker, Ashwin is wealthy, educated, and from a privileged background. Their worlds should never meet, but the film creates a different version of the same fantasy. Ratna is not dreaming about luxury, she's dreaming about dignity. She wants education, she wants independence, she wants someone to recognize her as a person, not just as someone who serves. Ashwin's affection matters because for a moment he sees her beyond class. Fantasy is not a rich man saves a poor woman. It is a powerful person finally treats someone invisible as equal. At first, Made in Heaven and Sir look completely different. One has luxury hotels and million rupee weddings. The other has small apartments and everyday struggles. But both are built around the same emotional hunger to be cared for, to be respected, to be chosen. The rich prince fantasy is not always about money, it is about escaping a world where people feel undervalued. The interesting thing is that both stories do not fully believe in the fantasy. Made in Heaven shows that wealth can hide cruelty, a rich husband can still betray you, a perfect wedding can still contain pain. Sir also complicates the romance. Love does not erase class differences. Kind person can still benefit from an unequal system. The biggest barrier between Ratna and Ashwin is not their feelings. It is society. Maybe the real fantasy in these stories is not about finding a rich man. Maybe it is about finding a world where love comes with respect, where care is not a privilege, where someone does not have to be wealthy, beautiful, or powerful to deserve kindness. Because the ultimate dream is not a prince, it is equality. In a romance book, someone being rich often means he does the following: takes care of her, spoils her rotten, helps her with her problems, pays for the best protection in the world, hires cleaners, etc. The fantasy here involves men taking care of their partner, romancing her, and money not being an issue, so the focus can be on the couple, the drama, and their romance. Reality. Women aren't being pleased sexually, expected to do all the housework and childcare, and are buried under cost of living and rent. The books and movies offer an escape from all that. At their core, it isn't about the guy being rich. It is about the guy being an equal, being an actual partner and treating her right.
Made in Heaven also highlights something very interesting. In a journal article, the authors say that a closer look at the lives of those we consider the epitome of success, such as prominent entrepreneurs or influential leaders, reveals a starkly different lifestyle. They are really the picture of leisure, rather, their days are consumed by rigorous work schedules, high stakes decisions, and constant move. Their vacations, though occasionally indulgent, are sporadic and measured against a backdrop of relentless commitment to their goals. The simple pleasures, a humble breakfast, or a quiet evening meal often hold more value than a day spent in extravagant surroundings. In this light, the narratives we construct about success and luxury must be re examined. They are not immutable truths, but reflections of our innermost desires and fears. The power to redefine narrative lies within us, in the deliberate choice to prioritize real achievements over mere appearance. Ultimately, The true measure of our worth is found in our capacity to confront these deceptions, learn from them, and channel that insight into a life of purpose, resilience, and genuine contentment. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Have a great day ahead.